What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Mario B coming at y'all with our week 1 team builder slash battle for the IBA International Battle Association, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa, this thing is like all the way out. But what's up, y'all? It's your boy Mario B, coach of the Rolle Street Rillabooms. I don't know why I am stuttering all of a sudden. I guess I'm a little nervous, you know what I'm saying? New season. Should be a whole lot of fun. I have a really fun team. If y'all didn't check out our draft analysis, which went up a little bit late on Monday this week, but they weren't mandatory, so I figured, hey, I'll upload it on Monday just a little bit later, you know what I'm saying? Draft slides came out a little late. Need to do all that, have some schoolwork, all that, but make sure to go check it out, man. We have a really fun team, and yeah, you'll be able to see it right here above right now when we start breaking down the teams as well. But our opponent is going to be SlightliSalti, coach of the Vancouver Lycanucks. Make sure to go check him out along with all the other IBA coaches for this season. It should be a whole lot of fun. Hopefully we have a good run, and you know, my goal for every league, of course, is to make playoffs. So if we can make playoffs, I'll be more than happy with the result. And yeah, it should be a really fun one. If you are excited to catch it, make sure to leave a like down below, show your support, and if you are brand new, as always, definitely consider subscribing. So I actually want to check something real quick as far as my audio settings, just to make sure everything's okay. Fine, I guess. But yeah, should be a whole lot of fun, and let's just dive right into it, right? So matchups will pop out on the screen now. As you can see, Salty's teams consist of Tapu Lele, Dragonite, Darmanitan, Decidueye, Porygon, Zoroark, which is the 6 I'm actually expecting him to bring, with the Raikou, the Registeel, the Girder, the Tentacruel, and the Sandslash. So automatically things to you know, check out about Salty's team is like Tapu Lele is really scary, right? Tapu Lele is always kind of scary. Has that psychic terrain, giving his psychic type moves that boost. Also gets access to like Shadow Ball, so like you would think my Bronzong is a perfect check to it, but boom, it has a Shadow Ball, and with Choice Specs it does 2-hit KOs. I believe even Choice Scarf will 2-hit KOs, and Scarf looks really good in this matchup, so wouldn't put it past Salty to bring it. Also, fun fact, this is the first time we play Salty, so I'm really excited because in the IBA we get to play a whole lot of new coaches, which I think is awesome. Like, I think on my roster, I think I only play like 2 people out of the 8 weeks that I've played before, and the rest of them are all new folk. That's really awesome as well. So next he has Dragonite, which of course, due to the multi-scale ability and heavy duty boots, is always a threat. With the D-Dance, something like Earthquake, Dual Wing Beat, Dragon Claw can really put in a lot of work against my team. Once he breaks down the Bronzong with his Tapu Lele, I think is really good for his squad. He's gonna need to break down Landorus as well in order to achieve that, but I think his squad does a really good job of that with Darmanitan, right? Darmanitan really breaking down those defensive pivots that I might have on my squad, things like Starmie, things like Landorus, things like not Zuru, sorry, things like Goodra, you know, if I want to use that as a defensive check, things like Rapidash. I think Rapidash gets flashed. No, it doesn't. This is actually Galarian Rapidash right here. It might look like the normal one, but it is a Galarian. Decidueye, which I think its dual stabs are kind of hard for my team to switch into. I do have a whole Zarude there, you know, but outside of Zarude, like nothing else really wants to take Ghost Grass Stab. So I think it's really cool. I do have a normal type ingredient, so he might be a little bit discouraged by it, but I think Decidueye is one of the few things on his team that eat hits from Lando. So I could see him wanting to bring it as more of like a defensive defogger U-turn, like a pivot, you know, always stopping that shenanigan. Porygon 2, which is always good in every matchup, right? If your opponent doesn't have like a really solid fighting type, which I do actually. My fighting type is pretty solid, but I still expect it to come. You know, it could be a really good, especially defensive wall, things for like Goodra, things for like Nihilego, things for like Xurkitree. So I could definitely see him wanting to bring that. Zoroark, which is always kind of scary, man, especially if people disguise it well. Like, they can always disguise it as something. One of my biggest fears, which I actually didn't know about until my homie Cherry told me about it, was that like Zoroark doesn't copy abilities. So like if it was like disguised as Tapu Lele, which I was scared of, it won't. We can tell it's not Tapu Lele by its terrain not going up. Or it's telepathy. It's like one of the two, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be psychic terrain, right? Like why not, right? Why not? You don't really have priority on your team that would want to be stopped by the psychic terrain, and it gives your psychic type moves. Oof. So definitely want to bring it. Raikou, which I can see him wanting to bring, it has a really solid speed tier. I only have one Mon that outspeeds it in Cinderace, so I could definitely see him wanting to potentially bring it. Something like Sub Calm Mind makes a lot of sense. Something like Sub Toxic, something like Calm Mind, Scald, Thunderbolt, and like Extra Sensory makes a lot of sense here as well. I do have a whole Zarude there. Zarude actually puts on a lot of like, discourages him from wanting to bring a lot of offensive stuff that he could possibly bring. Registeel, which I could see bringing something like Iron Defense, could be really, really scary. Iron Defense, Body Press. You know my history with Iron Defense, Registeel. I can never handle it. So that thing can be kind of scary. Girder, which I don't really expect this matchup, but if he does bring it, I think it's going to be one of his checks to Landorus. Something fat that can just switch in with the Violet, like max HP, max attack, maybe. I think it's base 60 speed, so maybe just a little bit of speed creep to get some knockoff on a couple things. Just be kind of annoying pivot, you know, can do some stuff back. Ice Punch, Drain Punch, get some health back. Tentacruel, which it could be a potential bring here as well, because it does switch in well to my Zarude, which threatens a lot of his offensive mons. Things like the Nihilego as well, it can stop my T-Spikes from going up, which I think is really beneficial for him. It loses to like the main mons and Landorus and Starmie here, but I think overall in the matchup it can put in a lot of potential work for him. So last, of course, we have Sandslash, which they may or may not want to bring. Spikes, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock is always super nice. So I could potentially want to see him wanting to bring it, but I definitely do think he brings some form of removal because my hazard game is pretty nice with like Lando, T-Spikes, Nihilego, Rocks, Bronzong, which are all viable this matchup. So I could definitely see him wanting to bring it. So now that we broke down the teams a little bit, talk a little bit about what I'm bringing and why. First, to start off the squad, we have Reggie, the HERACROSS, rocking the HERACROSS. Rocking the Flame Orb, Guts ability, Spikes, Close Combat, Facade, Knockoff, Max Attack, enough speed for the Dragonite right there, and just the rest into HP to optimize the damage that we're taking per turn from Flame Orb. Spikes is really nice here. We're always forced to switch out, in my opinion, and if we can get up a Spike, it's really, really nice. If we're getting a Spike and the Decidueye comes in to like potentially, you know, take the Facade, Close Combat, and it can threaten me out with like a Defog, like Psych, boom, get a knockoff to your face, boy. Really, really nice here. I think this thing is an amazing breaker. He doesn't really have a good switch into this thing. You know, his walls like Registeel and Porygon are both broken down by it. Even Tentacruel, if it's like a max HP defensive bulky set, it still takes about 60 to 70%. So it's not really safe and not switching in very safely to this thing. And it's just really, really nice. And I think Spikes, I'm gonna have to like sacrifice the first turn I come out or a layer of Spikes, because I do think the Spikes are really important in whittling down like the Decidueye, the you know, Darmanitan if it's not heavy duty boots, exposing things like the Zoroark for damage, and getting damage off on the Registeel too as it switches in consistently, right, and the Tapu Lele. So I definitely think that this thing can put in a lot of work. It outspeeds a good majority of his team and just has coverage to hit everything. So Spikes are going to be really, really nice. Next we got Lola Bunny, aka the Cinderace, rocking the Blaze ability because Libero's banned obviously, but U-turn, Power Ball, Zen Headbutt, Court Change. Really, really nice here. Enough speed there to outspeed the Raikou. Max attack because we want to hit as hard as we can, and yeah, the rest into HP just to, you know, give us an uneven HP stat in order for us to not take damage from rocks if we get our heavy duty boost knocked off at all. Court Change is really, really nice here as a form of like hazard control, because it, like the Registeel wants to get up rocks, boom, we switch in on it, right? If the Sandslash wants to get up the rocks, that is okay, but Registeel and Sandslash are his only rockers. And Registeel, if it gets up the rocks on me, I can just Court Change away, I can U-turn out, I can play with him a couple times. I definitely want to scout for that T-Wave before I decide to Court Change, but I do feel that like Pyro Ball is all I really need. I don't really need the high jump kick because he does have the Decidueye and the Porygon. Just for the Porygon, like I didn't think it was worth it, and I didn't really need Gunk Shot either for like the Tapu Lele, because Pyro Ball still has a really good chance to O-code after it takes a layer Spike. So yeah, just really, really nice here as hazard control, as a just button clicker here. Zen Headbutt is there of course for the Girder and for the Tentacruel, so really, really nice here. Next we have Liberty, just max HP, max def, just to take the hits from Tapu Lele better. Kasi Berry to take regular Shadow Ball, Choice Specs Shadow Ball into another Shadow Ball on a roll. But Stealth Rock's really nice. Heavy Slam can OHKO the Tapu Lele one hit. Earthquake catches the potential Darmanitan coming in. If I Earthquake it one time, he brings in the Bronzong. This thing won't be complete setup water. I can Toxic it, consistently break its multi-scale so that I can bring something in like a you know after he gets up with the dance, I can get off and Intimidate with the Lando. Spoilers, bring Lando, of course, it's our first pick. But yeah, get off and Intimidate, put it back in neutral, just throwing it out with the Stone Edge, you know. So that's basically how that goes. And yeah, I think it's really, really nice here. So yeah, next we got Tarzan, talking about Landa, right? Tarzan here rocking the Intimidate ability. Of course, we need Rock Polish, Swords Dance, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Edgequake just messes man's team up here. Nothing really, really switches in safely into it. If you know if Dragonite has its multi-scale, that's his only switch into this thing. So I think it's really, really powerful here. Porygon, of course, needs to take a little bit of damage first, but that's what Heracross is so good at doing, forcing it out, getting damage on other things. And this thing and Heracross are going to put a lot of pressure on that Porygon. So I think it's really, really important. If we can get up a late game like Rock Polish, a late game Swords Dance, I think we can just sweep with this thing. We might not even need to do both, but just in case we do, if I get up a Swords Dance, you know, I might change the item because like I mean, Dragonite has Ice Beam too, but like Porygon, I guess, has the Ice Beam too. I guess it's worth it. Like, I really wanted it for Tentacruel, but Tentacruel can always just scald me without losing anything. So, yeah, it actually varies. Maybe I'll let y'all know in game time what I ended up deciding doing. I'm actually recording this like 2 days before the battle goes up, just because I just had a battle for another league. I had the green screen up. I was like, hey, I'm done with the team build. I'm done with the slides. Like, might as well just record it, right? So, yeah, but this second win in the end game, I think it's really, really powerful here and really, really nice. And yes, that's our late game cleaner. Next, we got Thickums, aka the Goodra. Shout out to JayVee, the homie, because he loves him some Goodra. He loves him some Goodra, some Hisui Goodra, but Goodra nonetheless. We got Lowbro right here rocking the Gooey ability, which I think is really nice because if we take any physical hit, their speed is lowered down by 1. So that means Darmanitan's Flare Blitz lowering down its speed. If it OHKOs us, it's at -1. It's at regular speed. You can bring something in to revenge it, like the Cinderace, like the only thing I have to outspeed this thing. Our next one can also outspeed it if I'm not mistaken. So really, really nice here. I think Rest Sleep Talk was the best set here. I really wanted to rock like a max HP, max defense assault vested set, but Cherry recommended me to run Rocky Helmet actually because you know, I can always just rest, get back that damage I'm getting on things, because I'm probably going to pivot this in on the Raikou, on the Decidueye. Hopefully it doesn't have long reach, so it doesn't OHKO me. I mean, doesn't like long reach gives them the ability to not touch me, but if it's not long reach, then it will take Rocky Helmet damage is what I meant. Darmanitan taking Rocky Helmet I think is so important, plus that spike I was talking about earlier. And yeah, like annoying things like if Seismitoad is something like Body Press, or if it's something like Seismic Toss, throw this thing in here, it's going to be taking Rocky Helmet damage, which I think is really nice. Tentacruel's Rapid Spin as well, or Tentacruel's a pivot just in general. If he gets a burn with a Scald, you can just rest it off. So I think it's really, really nice here. I think it's going to put a lot of work. And lastly, we have La Estrella, aka Starmie, rocking the analytic ability Recover, Scald, Expanding Force, Ice Beam. This is my pivot into Goodra. So I'm going to probably lead this thing off. Probably going to lead with this thing. If Darmanitan is out, I am going to go into Goodra, get some Rocky Helmet damage. If it's not Goodra, if it's something else, then we play accordingly. But Expanding Force with the analytic boost in Psychic Terrain is going to be doing a lot to everything he wants to switch in on this thing. Porygon is going to take like 30%, which is a lot. Raikou's taking like 50% because of analytic. Registeel, of course, won't be taking as much, but it will take a lot from a Scald. And like I said, I do have pivots into, you know, the Registeel in Goodra, in Cinderace, which I think is really nice. Especially with Court Change, like, you know, I'm not really fearing the rocks at all. So, yeah, Ice Beam. We have actually enough speed on there to outspeed Jolly Dragon. So, we don't want Dragonite sitting up on our face at all. We are pretty defensive as well. Recover is really nice for that longevity. And yeah, Scald, Ice Beam, Shining Force is really all we needed for this matchup. So that's going to be the whole team builder, y'all. I'm going to try to be consistent with my team builders this season of the IBA. I know I've been really busy with school, but I'm going to try to make an effort. I really want to, you know, get these nice slides out. I paid for them. I got them commissioned. I might put them to use, right? So yeah, that's going to be the whole team builder. Let me know in the comment section down below what y'all enjoyed the most. I might be doing something like Matt O'Shea does something like where you watch his team builders, he puts a secret word in. I might start copying that because, you know, if I'm doing this, I want to see who's really watching it, who's not. So the secret word of today will be wings, because my mom bought some wings and I'm about to go eat them. But yeah, we'll be back with the battle. I hope you all enjoy. Alrighty, y'all, we are back. If you skip to this part of the video, we are taking the coach of the Vancouver Lycanucks. Actually, man, My fault. I think I was mispronouncing it in the team builder that we recorded earlier. So my apologies to SlightliSalti for that. But we got the name right now. Really hyped. We were in a call before this, helping each other set up LAN and all that, because you know your boy can't host because my Switch is banned. But yeah, if y'all are hyped to catch our week 1 battle, make sure to show your support by leaving a like down below. If y'all are brand new, please consider subscribing. We are on the road to 300 subscribers, currently at 265, so it's really exciting. Let me make sure yeah, just making sure that Salty was searching in LAN mode, because we're kind of trying to help each other figure out how to do it. But yeah, you guys see the 6 that I am expecting right there to the what is that, the looking at me, the left of me, I guess. Yeah, that's the 6 I'm expecting him to bring. You see the 6 that I'm bringing on top. It should be a really hype one, man. Week 1, it's our time to try to, you know, pick up a W. We usually start off our seasons like 0-3, so if we can you know, pick up a W here, that'd be awesome. I think we have the team to do it. Big shout out to the homie Cherry, and big shout out to the homie Trico, as always, for the help with the team build this week. He said he forgot to search in LAN mode. Not an issue at all. Let's just go ahead and research it. I'm kind of nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm drinking a Cayman Jack right here. Big shout out to CB Marcus for putting me on. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, should be a really good one. Salty side, he took a break from Draft League himself, and that he is coming back after, I think he said like 6 months or maybe 3 months, something about something like that. But yeah, should be a good one regardless. So here we go, baby, let's go. Make sure I got all the cow in. And then I'm making one change from the team builder. So I actually put Super Fang over Zen Headbutt on my Cinderace, which I thought just did more consistent damage to things like the Registeel, stuff like that. So okay, so he brings no Zoroark, which is kind of I was just kind of scared of it, but he didn't end up bringing it. No Zoroark. He does bring the Dragonite, the Darm, no Decidueye either. That is fine. But he does bring the Lele, the Registeel. He brings the Raikou, which was a little bit scary in prep as well. Raikou right here. And then he does bring the I guess all the Porygon, right? Yeah, Porygon's fine, dude. My boy, did I forgot to put in Porygon. Okay, well, we're gonna get that for you all right now. And yeah, HERACROSS just has a field day with the squad right here. Like clicking buttons here. The point was to try to get up a spike HERACROSS, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do it here. So here, oh, y'all see it, right? Y'all see him on his glory. Let me pick the lead first. I think I want to lead off with Starmie, because either way I'm pivoting into Udra here, right? Yeah, okay, that should be good. So have fun, good luck to Salty. We said it in the DMs, we said it on call. Should be a really fun one. Let's get it popping. Sorry for the long intro, y'all, but that's what we're here for, right? Get it. Hopefully HERACROSS will put in a lot of work here. If he leads off for Raikou, it's not really that big of a deal. We can just go ahead and switch into our Saber, which is going to be, yeah, this. Kind of expecting this, to be honest. So, I think I'm just gonna go hard into Thickums. Gives him Lele, but that's fine. Gives me Bronze on here. You can also get like a Scald here. That's fine. We take nothing from. He gets the burn, which is annoying. Raikou. Udra. Okay, so that looks like just normal. I could just throw off an Earthquake here. I could also, he's gonna want to like switch, right? I'll just Earthquake here on the incoming, like Lele or something. Cyborg, which is going to be the Registeel. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and earthquake this. That actually did some fair damage. Was that crit? It wasn't, and we find out that this is left. I do want to just like put down his team, because like make sure I got it all. He has leftovers, and then this thing is so he could throw up his rocks here. I kind of do just like going hard into Cinderace here. If they T-Wave here, great play. It's kind of hard for me to believe that he'll T-Wave on the incoming, like, I mean on this play. Like maybe I want to should just get up a rock. Okay, so question is, do I really don't want him to T-Wave here. Registeel. He took like a fat chunk from Goodra. It was burned. How'd that happen? From this thing, he'll probably take like a fat chunk from Pyro Ball. I don't think they want to stay in here. I'm going to court change. A T-Wave, good play. They're not Akka. I could see him wanting to bring in something like the Dragonite, maybe the Porygon. Could even stay in, maybe. Just like not really. Perfect. So we get up free rocks. EK. Maybe this thing. Cool. Change. Beautiful. So rock shot on the other side now. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go hard into Thickums here. It's our switch. If they U-turn, they're gonna take some Rocky Helmet damage. I also want to try to see if I can get a count, whether this Cinnamon or Jolly. I think that's really important. We'll switch out here. We are coming in at how much HP? 56. And he earthquakes here. Good play. 56 down to 99, so 79 to 20. So it looks like it's just Jolly Scarf. I'm gonna go ahead and rest up here. We'll play on his end. Earthquake's nice. We got up rocks, which I think is cool. We didn't get up rocks, but like, you know, we or changed them, so that's pretty cool. Looks like I have a lazy eye, right? Like, look at this eye. When I'm not looking, look at this eye, right? It's gonna be lazy. Yeah. So I think we're okay right now. Okay position. Got rocks on our side of the field. Didn't bring. Did I bring any removal? I think I did bring removal actually. Just this court change mostly. That should be fine. That should be fine. See what they want to do here. Looks like they're just Jolly Scarf, or like they could be. They're not Life Orb because they didn't take any life. Oh, let's go. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Registeel comes back in. It's up here. Perfect. And the Registeel's at full now, actually. So if we do have to recreate, like, I really don't think it'd be that big of a deal. So we're sleep now. We're big sleep. I really just want to go into Lola on the incoming Stealth Rock. And then we could just like launch off a Pyro Ball, I think. Maybe even a Super Fang. Because Darm is not appreciated, right? Like, Darm on the income. Use the Stealth Rock. Actually, the rocks on my end is a little bit annoying here. I also could have gone HERACROSS here, which I think is actually preferred. The Pyro Ball, because what's he gonna go into here? He's gonna go into Darm. He's gonna go into Darm or Stand. I'm gonna Pyro Ball here, I think. Nothing really wants to take a Pyro Ball plus rocks. if it's the, it is the DK actually. So he's gonna take about quarter from rocks. Yep, and then another like 40% from this if we hit, of course, which we do, thankfully. Beautiful. Goodra will eat for days, so let's just go into Goodra here. Man, that was really my chance to get in my guy HERACROSS and just click a button there, to be honest. So that's kind of a misplay on my end. But here they should either like Earthquake or U-turn. Earthquake, Air Blitz, awesome. It's cool with me. We'll take some Rocky helmet damage and the gooey. Yep. If I lose this Goodra, is it the worst? I guess it isn't. Actually, I could save this. I don't want to go into this thing. If I go into this, he will take the Rocky helmet. And then he brings in Raikou, right? As opposed to this, he brings in Lele. But I guess I'll just stay in here and burn off a sleep. That's fine. Oof, yeah, that does a lot. But that's fine. Raikou does become a bit scarier, you know. But darn dice, okay. Darn dice to first kill out of the way. He does go Lele. We'll take a little bit of rocks here. Set up the Psychic Surge. And I'm just gonna go straight into my Bronzong here. I could also like sack this off, right? Because I mean, like, we don't really need this. Do we need a sack for anything? We don't really need a sack for anything, and I really don't think I'm gonna be able to get another Sleep Talk turn off. I'm kind of debating sacking this thing off just to get this in on a free switch and get like something like a Toxic off. No, let's just go for this. Let's go for this. Lele. Let's see if it's Specs or not. Might be Scarf. I think Scarf like makes some sense here, but definitely see. Yeah, I get to 164 after the rocks. Do Shadow Ball. Okay. See the Shadow Ball here. That brings us down to 116. Did about 27%. Oh, it is Specs. Specs. We live another hit. Timid Specs. They went for Shadow Ball. I don't have a normal type here. I think I just go for the Toxic. Do I go for the Toxic here or the Heavy Slam? I feel like he gets free Registeel here. Can also double. What does he bring in here? He either brings in the Raikou or the Registeel, right? Where Earthquake is like free. I'm a Heavy Slam in case he stays in. Maybe he thinks he can kill me. He does stay in. Should be able to live one more. Two. And this thing should be dead. Awesome. I'm glad we didn't overpredict there. Lele's dead. Perfect. So, this thing called Bronzong kills Tapu. Perfect. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. We have two potential sacks. If they bring out Raikou here, I'm just gonna sack. Sack. Yeah, he does bring the Raikou. I'm just gonna sack this thing off here. I'm gonna click Earthquake. They take a little bit of rocks here. I'm gonna Earthquake. Is he try to sub or something? I could kind of carry though. Okay. This kill? So Cinderace, if Raikou stalled, it won't die here. I'm gonna go ahead and go into it. I'm gonna see if this thing's Scarf or not. And I'm gonna click U-turn. I'm just gonna click U-turn. And I can sack off the Goodra here. So Raikou kills. Let's see if it's Scarf, it doesn't kill. If it's Mod. Even Modest Scarf doesn't kill. Let me see. This is gonna be what's this thing called? Raikou kills and Raikou should kill Goodra too. Getting the Heracross is gonna be so crucial. They do actually switch out here, which is great for us. Go into Dragonite or something. Cyborg, okay, that's fine. This is when we go into Heracross here. And now we go into this, and then Dragonite. Oh, this thing is in. It's burned. It's gonna do some. Dragonite. I think I just clicked close combat. I just clicked close. They go into Dragonite like. Perfect. This is dead. He's dead. Let's go. Heracross kills Register. Into this actually, okay. Not boots. So I think I want to just get off like a knockoff here. But also facade. Alk is not telling me what it is, but I think I'm just gonna facade here, get as much damage off as I can. I do outspeed this thing. Good God, that did a lot. Okay. Do Dragon Dance here. So I think I really want to sack off the Goodra, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll sack off the Goodra. Where's Goodra? Yes. Something I do want to check is perfect. So let's take some Rocky Helmet damage here. Oh, and their speed went down. Let's go. Hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up. Gooey. That means that my thing here actually outspeeds. Alright. Dragon Dance, Gooey. Yep, let's go for it. I think Heracross would have been better actually. Just because, you know. Dragonite kills. Oh. Let's go for the Ice Beam here. Dragonite kills. What's this thing called? Goodra. How without Goodra putting in some work first? Should have gone Heracross. You could save this thing. I guess in the end of the day, it's not too scary as long as I always keep the Heracross on me. This thing too, like this thing can always hit from this thing. Perfect. Okay, we do outspeed and we should just not. Oh, Goodra. Goodra. Goodra putting in the work for us, baby. Let's go. Love to see it. We are lefties. Raikou did not die. My bad. He goes Raikou now, though. Goes Porygon now, though. What is this? What is the shenanigan here? Kinda lit. Really don't want this team to start doing silly stuff, right? So I think I'll go Lola. Who do I need more? I need Lola more, actually. Then the HERACROSS opinion. What's this thing called? Porygon 2? Analytic. Max special. E2. And from Rock. Not sure if that's worth it. I think here's not really touching. I'm gonna go hard. Cinder. Because we can always live a hit with my Landorus, with the Scald on Raikou. Shadow Ball. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. What was he expecting there? Okay, cool. Oh, we just clicked Super Fang here. Wait. Registeel got his ass bopped, didn't he? Yeah. Hold up. Registeel got his ass bopped. I think I just Super Fang here. Very nice. HERACROSS. We're gone too. Let's say it's like max special attack with the Shadow Ball. Analytic boosted. HERACROSS. I should live it. I'm gonna go hard HERACROSS now because, like I said, I really do need this. I need this to win in the end game against Raikou. And they might even like recover here on the Super Fang. Perfect. Now we just click close combat. Very cool, very cool. Oh, we just click close combat here. HERACROSS does some things here. Oh. Ooh. HERACROSS kills Porygon. I knew HERACROSS was gonna put in a lot of work because it really broke down his defensive core. Registeel and Porygon with its fighting stab, of course. HERACROSS really put in the work here. I'm very proud of it. I think I just sack off my HERACROSS here, actually. Actually, I'm not even... Oh. Because of the -1. But honestly, I think if I wasn't at -1, I think this thing would... So, we just facade here. Let's see if it kills me. I'm at -1 special attack, so... In theory, it should knock me out. But, so we'll see. Yeah. And I think my play is to be, yeah. Does this kill? Doesn't kill. Let's go. And I think HERACROSS is just gonna pick up the... Does. Holy smokes. HERACROSS, aka Reg, going crazy. And we pick up the 4-0 win for our first week of the ICP, man. Super fun. Great games to Salty, man. Thank you for being such a cool person with scheduling and with setting up the game and all. But yeah, man, we pick up our first dub of the season. It's really good to see. 4-0 victory, man. Finally, not a loss, right? Beginning of the season. Love to see it for the Rolle Street Rillabooms. If y'all did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below. If y'all are brand new, as well, definitely consider subscribing. Great games to my man, SlightliSalti. Make sure to go check him out. And along with the amazing roster the IBA put together season of the international battle. I'm gonna go ahead and dip out on the next one.